lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years, the vision is
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got Desmond Ridder. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gardner alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played his college ball at Western Kentucky. He was a Hilltopper. It's Mike White.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
White on second down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your line and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
The script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here come the Chargers as they get set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and a production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
They begin the drive on the ground at 20 to about the 35, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know that. And settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
White is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Harris, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 14 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, a run with Cohen. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, this is Harris. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now White. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there and he just got a nice first down.
We love to say, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. White. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take the...
Now White lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe this is the whole
touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past. These guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Second down, a run with Evans. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play in second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
He completes it right side to White. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better. And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's only thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the play is there to slam that window shut.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They're going to try and throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being checked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To throw again on 2nd down. White. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Now White. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. White. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. White looks to throw. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chargers going to take over now late in this 1st half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote Smoky and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they They still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by... And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. The CD, I know it's just... as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's White. Caught on the slant. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try and run with Harris. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and goal. White. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Van Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And he gets it back near midfield, but the dream ends there. He doesn't take it all the way back for 2. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, there's been a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love from the gun. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, possible if this possession is an empty one.
Here we go, set.
First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he ran until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. He finds Wilson, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Love now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Love. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Love's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Love. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Again, this is White, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Rashad White, that's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get a you're celebrating a man of God.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 to throw. White into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. This will be caught. Judy. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Elijah Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. White. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Tony. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard. To just remember the last drive and how it ended.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw now, here's Love. That's complete to White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's Love. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ben Benjamin St. Juice. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Right open pocket. Right there. This nigga's wide open and he overthrows him. Oh my God. Right there. Right there, he's open.
It's certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
White's throw complete to Otten. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 27 yards there, a first down. Harris running straight ahead. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
He's got Otten, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Detroit. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Out quickly to Judy.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. 6, 11. Watch it. 6.
Throwing. Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond.
What is going on with this team?
To his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And Wilson with it, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
All right, this is the time in the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Play action this time with Love. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pick up there. It's 4th down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Chargers now down by 5. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Love finds White. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. And watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready, break.
Here's Love. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's White. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win.
Come on, baby. Jordan Love come in the second half and save Ritter's ass.
Force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal with only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Good Lord, couldn't do that.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now it's the Lions' turn. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. 26 seconds to go. And no other way to say it. They have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Good move at the 30. And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
I know y'all thought I'd lose that one.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk
about
teams making
touchdown.
adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better.
Jordan Love might get the start
at the
next
beginning of the week.
Might get the start.
You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You gotta choose.